Smile galleries are overrated. I might be haunted by teeth at this point.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe Homan. I'm the COO here at Studio 88, and today we're talking about what's overrated and underrated on dental websites.
Replying to reviews is underrated. No matter what type of feedback you get, you always want to respond to it because you want to make sure that person is heard. And especially if it's a negative review, you always want to improve on that.
Replying to reviews, definitely underrated. We always want to reply to the negative ones, right, to kind of set the record straight, but it's just as important to reply to the positive ones too. When people see that you're replying to reviews on Google, it's showing them that there's somebody on the other side of that business that actually cares enough to respond.
Having a Google first web page is overrated. We want to hear your story. We want to know how you're different from the other practices around you, and stuffing your homepage with keywords kind of loses potential new patients in the mix.
A Google first website, I think, is completely overrated. Google is a tool to get people to your website, but Google should not be the intended audience of your site. It needs to be written in a way that connects with people, and if search engines also appreciate it, fantastic.
Smile galleries are overrated. You should have on your website custom photography of actual patients with beautiful smiles. That's all the information people should need. They don't want to see people's teeth. I might be haunted by teeth at this point.
Smile galleries. I think it's underrated. You want to make sure you have proof of what you did, right? But don't do too much. You know, there's some sites that have like more than 10 and I'm like, who's scrolling all the way down? You're proud of what you do, so show it. But don't do too much. Don't do too much.
Smile galleries, way overrated. You want to see the teeth up close and you love it and it really shows off what you do. You're not gonna like this, but it grosses people out. I think that the best way we can do that is by showing like really great after photos. If you really feel compelled to show the befores, try to get a before that's not so clinical of just the teeth so we can see the rest of the face too. If you absolutely must get the clinical photo of the teeth on there, like make it smaller. It really does gross people out. SEO, I think, this is gonna be a little bit of a hot take, but I think it's on the whole a little bit overrated. I think it's really easy for people to have an overemphasis on SEO and think that, gosh, if I'm not #1 on Google, no one's ever gonna find out about me. And I gotta be honest with you, if that's 100% of your marketing strategy, you're really missing out on a lot of different opportunities. And you're also really putting your practice at the mercy of the Google algorithm. I think the best investment you could ever make in your business is in your brand. Think about all of the brands that you know, like Nike, Adidas, Apple. You're not jumping on Google and saying, computers near me, right? You're looking for that new MacBook Pro. You're looking for those Nike Dunk Low, whatever. Josh would know all about that. I wear the cheap ones. You're going right to Apple because it's what you know. It's already in your mind. The brand's already been established.
SEO service pages might be underrated. Service pages are great. They're great for SEO, and if you're building up SEO with some service pages, then you don't really need to do as much SEO stuff on like the main pages of your site. Keep the front-facing part of your website, like your home page, your about page, focused on your story, focused on good design and attracting new patients to your practice, and then you can have some landing pages for SEO purposes.
I think service pages are underrated, and this is going to conflict a little bit with what I said about SEO being overrated. I think a place where it's totally appropriate to be SEO forward is on your service pages, because those are the things that people are actually searching for. Your homepage should hit for a term like dentist near me or dentist in New Albany, but those service pages are gonna hit on people searching for different services that you offer, like dental implants in Cleveland. And those service pages are what are gonna connect people's searches to you specifically.
stock photography is overrated. Let's get some real photos of people in your practice so people get a better idea of what to expect when they come and see you.
Stock photography is overrated. People don't want to go to your website and see a photo of another doctor. They want to go to the website and see you, right? If the whole purpose of your website is to introduce you to your prospective patients, it only makes sense that that site is going to have pictures of you, your office, your patients, not some stock stuff.
Online scheduling is underrated. Using an online scheduling platform like NextHealth that will connect with your patient software and will also be really easy to use, intuitive, maybe has like texting features and things like that to remind patients of their appointments. Online scheduling is awesome.
Online scheduling, definitely underrated. It kind of surprises me that it's 2024 and it's still like considered okay to not have it. I think people just kind of have that expectation of like, if I'm gonna interact with a business and I can't just show up, I should be able to schedule that first interaction online.
Homepages are underrated. Your homepage should be a really good first impression. We like doing them design forward so that they're capturing people's attention and they're like, wow, this looks like a really cool place to be. These look like really nice people. I want to come here.
Homepages are underrated. A homepage is your first impression. It is the best way to capture someone's attention. If you put your best foot forward, that's such a great way to get new patients flooding into your practice. You know what's not overrated? Checking out and reading our trade secret article for this month. You can check out part 1 and part 2 of this month's trade secret article in the description below.
Corduroy pants. I think it's underrated. There's so much that you can do with it, you know. It's style, stylish.
Seltzer water is massively underrated. Why, you may ask? Because it's delicious and has no calories. And it's less boring than non-seltzer water. I'm a seltzer water guy, what can I say? Please don't let that discredit everything else I've said in this video.
Avocados, okay. I think they might be a little overrated. It's probably phasing out. I think it's done with its like main character era. There's a lot of avocado stuff, and I think sometimes there's avocado in things where it doesn't need to be.
So underrated. Costco. Winter's way underrated. There's so much to do in the wintertime. So many activities. Like rolling in the snow, throwing it in the air, catching snowflakes on your tongue, rolling in the snow, throwing it in the air, and catching the snowflakes on your tongue. Checking out and reading our trade secret article for this month. You can catch that on the description right below here.
You just say you can find